Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. 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 Maximum armor.
To take action against American interests. Lee Martins reports from the UN. The diplomatic fallout of the developing crisis in the Pacific has resulted in fiery exchanges across the floor of the General Assembly today, anchored by what the Chinese delegation described as unprecedented arrogance from their American counterparts. An emergency special session was convened with the question of the Lingshan Islands as the substantive item on the agenda. This is the first time in over 2 decades an emergency session has taken place. Calling for immediate cessation of hostilities by U.S. and KPA forces is currently being debated on the floor and will be voted on later, although any decision taken will be non-binding. WBA News.
Cloak engaged.
World Broadcasting Asia. News with Robin Ashcroft. United States Secretary of Defense James Blackburn has called upon the People's Republic of Korea to hand over control of the Lingshan Islands
Cloak
to U.S.
engaged.
forces. Referring to substantial gains and the capture of key targets, Blackburn urged the PRK government
Cloak
to end the crisis
engaged.
by accepting a U.S. proposal.
Maximum
Alex
armor.
Stefanopoulos reports from Keelung, capital of the Lingshan Islands.
Cloak
A storm broke
engaged.
across the tranquil waters of Halong's Golden Beachfront this morning. The inhabitants awoke to the sound of flak cannons and bunker busters exploding in Hongzhou Harbor as Operation Eternal Liberty struck its first blow. Halong is now a ghost town. Its streets once filled with fishermen, tourists and hawkers are now empty, save for a few pockets of
Maximum
local
armor.
resistance from the pro-PRK Revolutionary Front. The Korean People's Army moved out at first light in advance of an expected invasion of
Okay, I've got a lot of traffic in these reports, but the key points are: 1. A political officer from Pyongyang called Colonel Lee is running this operation. 2. He recently requested a special delivery from Yongbyon-kun.
That's their main nuclear research site.
Exactly. I need to take this higher, but consider this your top intel target until we have clearance on how to engage it. Now this is interesting. We've received reports from Team Idaho of a Korean propaganda station flooding their channels. The Korean Milnet pinpoints the source here, close to your position. Add it to your secondary targets.
Copy, Command.
Cloak engaged.
야, 아무것도 없어.
오케이.
Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Maximum armor. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor.
이래 숨지 못해
Cloak
양치운다.
engaged.
남자답게 싸우라.
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Maximum speed. Energy critical.
Bogies on my BTH. Moving to engage.
No, mate, you're on ground support duty. We've got a KPA base to take out. What's the earliest ETA?
About 10 minutes.
Then we proceed as planned. Mark my targets.
Energy critical.
I got the feed from O'Neill's camera. The helicopter that just passed by was carrying a shielded cask for spent nuclear fuel. The KPA are known to co-op those casks for carrying nuclear warheads. We've got a situation here.
Okay, 2 soft tops up on the beach road. If you fuck up, they'll call in reinforcements. Following behind, I've got another soft top diverting onto the beach, and an APC pulling up the rear. I'm also tracking 2 troop carriers and a KPA chalk. But what the hell? Just tear up the whole damn resort.
Cloak engaged.
O'Neill, listen up. I wasn't planning on going solo. I need munitions. What you got?
Okay, wait one while I access their mill net. Got it. There's a huge stash of explosives at the beach bar. KPA trucks are pulling up onto the beach.
Cloak engaged.
Heads down!
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
Present from Uncle Sam.
Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
Okay, you fucked up. They called in reinforcements. Heads down!
Engaged.
O'Neill, listen up. I wasn't planning on going solo. I need munitions. What you got?
Okay, wait one while I access their mill net. Got it. There's a huge stash of explosives at the beach bar. KPA trucks are pulling up onto the beach.
Cloak engaged.
I'm gunning for the restaurant. Keep clear.
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
There's 2 soft tops in the car park.
Maximum strength. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor.
The APC on the road is still active.
Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
You still got KPA in the beach bar.
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor.
The guys from the trucks are holed up in the restaurant.
Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak
Last
engaged.
call at the bar.
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
Coming in for the boathouse. Watch for shrapnel.
Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
Present from Uncle Sam.
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.
The beach area is still hot.
Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Engaged. Energy critical. Maximum armor.
Saying that the U.S. could no longer stand by and allow the People's Republic of Korea to continue their program of
Cloak
ethnic
engaged.
First, the headlines in detail. BBS World News. I'm Andrew Jones. The White House announced earlier today that at approximately 8 p.m. GMT, 4 a.m. local time, U.S.
Maximum
forces
armor.
launched their first strike on KPA positions in the Lingshan Islands. Reports suggest that the primary target was
Engaged.
Harbor on the main island's south shore. Moving quickly to support their beleaguered ally, China Premier Wen Yobang spoke out against American aggression in the Pacific. The White
Energy
House
critical. Maximum armor.
the U.S. could no longer stand by and allow the Republic of Korea to continue their program of ethnic cleansing.
Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor.
Great job, Psycho.
Engaged.
I think we're done here.
Maximum armor.
Tally on 3 bandits, Barry 150, 25 at Angels 4, 50 right. Spiked. Deploying CM. Breaking right. Come on, come on! Jinking left. Trying to shake this. Shit! I'm hit! Left engine gone!
Sierra 2 is down. I say again, Sierra 2 is down.
Lovely.
Psycho, Emerson, we've got incoming feed. Take a look at this. O'Neill's camera stops transmitting after the missile strike, but we caught something with the last few images.
Got it, boss.
Maximum armor.
We got a lock on O'Neill's ELT yet?
The priority?
Command, Sierra 2.
armor.
Requesting pickup. Come in, Command.
Sierra 2 Command. Request acknowledged. Wait 1. Escalating this to Carrier Air Group. Over.
Roger that.
O'Neill! You made it.
What do you mean I made it? Of course I fucking made it.
Sierra 2 Command. Proceed to RP Tango Papa 70.
Negative, Command. This place is crawling with KPA. Send Big Mother.
Negative, Sierra 2. Your orders.
Damn it.
Energy critical.
I'm one man with a pistol against the entire KPA. Send a fucking pickup.
You have your orders, Sierra 2.
I'll be there soon, mate. Keep it together.
Psycho, the camera data should be located on the pilot's ejection seat. Get it before the KPA destroy it.
Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. 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 Maximum armor. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged. Maximum armor. Cloak engaged.